Big John Gaming here. Back on Mission to Mars. Today I have planned to do a bunch of cultivating and maybe some trucking. Not sure how long it's going to take, but I guess only time will tell. Let's give you the rundown. As you can see, according to the mini-map, I have, so is it 5 fields? Yeah, I have 5 fields here, 3 of which need to be cultivated. Then I need to go and do a check on all my oil pumps as well. If there's any, if y'all have any questions, if I can answer them, I'll answer them, and please keep them appropriate and family friendly. That wasn't the right tractor. This surface tractor has what it takes to use this thing. I got that big tractor, but I can't remember what I got it for. I might use it for plowing. Okay, so field 4 here is good. So we got 6, 7, 10, and 13. That needs to be cultivated. And I did sell a lot of the properties just because I'm the only one that runs this map, and it's hard to keep track of them as one person. And this tractor does not have what it takes to pull this, evidently. Guess I know why I got the big tractor in there now. That is a fantastic corn for this beautiful. Oh, alright, check forward. I'll probably end up changing this out for the big bud at some point. This is the biggest cultivator that I can find, and there's a deep cultivation yard. It's just easier to see where you have been and haven't been with the deep cultivation. is a bit faster, mostly. Y'all would like to see me do like hello, welcome to the stream. Back on the mission to Mars. I know it's kind of a late stream, but I've been working doubles in my real job. Basically, this first day I've had off in 2 weeks. Since you're here in the intro, I'm going to give you a rundown. Today I'm going to be cultivating the fields, doing some trucking, checking what oil pumps, and I sold a lot of the fields because I'm the only one running this map. But at some point I will probably get these other 6 fields in this square. And who knows, maybe I'll combine them eventually all to one big field. You wouldn't even notice it's Mars unless you just look up. Now that I've sold a lot of my fuels, one of them, I'm considering creating this for 2.9. A little bit better. I don't know yet. If you got any ideas for any other games you'd like to see me stream, feel free to leave a chat. As long as it's not Call of Duty. Or sports, for that matter. I'm more of a casual gamer. But at some point, I'm considering streaming some No Man's Sky. If that might be something you're interested in. haven't decided what crops I'm going to plant yet though either. I'm going to do at least one that puts out straw though, because I do have a straw production mod in here. And also I've added some jewel operations. The gold and jewels. Just stick around for after I finish this and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Got these 2 fields and then I got 10 and 13 to cultivate. Gold and jewels though is what I'm still trying to kind of figure out. I need to get it going and see, like, I do remember seeing a rock quarry on this map, so I'm kind of curious if that rock quarry does produce golden jewels based on the mod. Because based on what I've seen, it looks like it's stone in and gems and metals out. That's just kind of an experimental thing I have on here. Gotta get a bit more money though, so I can afford a wheel loader or something. Wheel loader and maybe a dump truck. Something played on before, I can't remember if I played the last stream one. I have to run there and check before I decide on this one. Somebody also gave me a cheap webcam, so I might figure out how to use that thing. It just gave me the camera and the instruction manual, and I don't know if I can actually do web streaming or if it can be compatible with PS5. And it's a Bluetooth camera, so I don't know on that part. I had the time to sit down and mess around with it. And later on in the future, I'm wanting to do some nature vlogs or something too, if that's something y'all would be interested in. Something other than gaming content. Tim. Come here, fatso. You don't want that. Guess what? They're almost done with them. Yeah, maybe I'll trade this in for the T9 after I finish cultivating these two fields. And when I go on to field 10 and 13, I use the P9. So what's everybody's opinion on the 3i Atlas? Call me crazy if you want, but I personally don't feel threatened by it. Sounds nuts, but if it is an alien, I will look at him as another person. I think they're just like us. There's good ones and bad ones. And I feel like if they were trying to cause us harm, they would have done it by now. That's one of my opinions, that they're just trying to make contact. Another one of my thoughts is maybe it's the ancient Egyptians returning. When I come back here, they're going to be like, what the hell did you do to my world? What's the word for it? I'm not sure what the word even is for it. You know, it'll be hypothetical. It'll come to me when I'm not thinking of it or when I'm done streaming. But I mean, based on the cave paintings, not the cave paintings, but the art and Egyptian pyramids and everything, the 3i Atlas is already in back in the ancient Egyptians. So it could be the ancient Egyptians returning. It could be what caused the ancient Egyptians to disappear. Or it could be something like extraterrestrials just trying to make contact with humanity. Guess only time will tell. From my understanding, they're supposed to be here in November. If it is on the way here, that is. I've been watching like the news feeds and everything like that. People just don't watch too many movies. I look at it, not all aliens are bad. And honestly, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel that we wouldn't have this technology and I wouldn't be streaming right now if it wasn't for extraterrestrials giving us the knowledge to get this technology. Because I remember back in the 90s, when I was young, we didn't have half the stuff we got now. Oh, that was expensive. That's okay, I know we're trading this in. Harvesting, okay. Forgot that I'd done that last stream. Went through and knocked all this down. Honestly, I think the potatoes are still in the silo. This one over here. I couldn't tell if this was just shallow cultivated or cultivated. Alright, this one's also harvested. That is a sad horn for the speed of the tractor. I want to actually test to make sure this thing can pull this before I trade this in. Yeah, I'm sure it can. So I'm on the safe side here. I think it better be able to pull it. 500 horsepower. Oh, button. I noticed the car mechanic simulator just had an update and they added in taxis and police cars. So I'll eventually get those DLCs and do a taxi and a police car as well. And who knows, maybe I'll do one of each. Oh, stupid autosave. I can't remember if I have a loan anymore. Nope. So I am completely out of debt. Crazy how I said I was going to trade that for Big Bud and I traded it for a T9. Maybe I'll get the Big Bud when I get a bigger cultivator. Actually, I don't know if I have a bigger cultivator option, to be quite honest. Let's see. Cultivator. Oh, I do have one. That's the part I don't like, is it's a shallow cultivator. Which is unfortunate. Oh, maybe I'll get to a mod hub to see if I can find a or a modded version of the Big Bud cultivator that has the option to do shallow or big. Shallow or deep. Because with the size of these fields, it wouldn't be overkill. You could just get it done quicker. So, that way I'm not sitting here for the first half hour just cultivating on the stream. One thing I might look into is maybe a GoPro too for the camera for the trail. Maybe do some shooting videos or something. And maybe a tripod for the phone as well. So maybe I can sit out in nature somewhere and just chill and chat with y'all. But those ones would be depending on time of the year, whether it would be a short stream or a long stream. And if it's 15 degrees out, I don't want to do a stream, but if it's like 50, I'll probably do an hour. But if it's 80, 90, maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes to half an hour. Or if it's in upper 60s or mid 70s, then maybe I'll fish in this stream. Hadn't really decided. I would like to mix up the content on the channel to something other than just gaming. I guess those ones really depend on, I guess I'd count those anyway. Yeah, I put a worker in there so I could move around a little bit. What are they doing? And that's why I was doing it myself, because the workers in this game are stupid. have I not seen this before? It's not my way to check out everything that. Looks like we can go inside this thing. Too high? No way. Okay, so it just opens and doesn't actually do anything. Well, that's a missed opportunity, because that could have been interesting. Imagine going on that and it goes down up into the crane or down below into like a hidden chamber underground or something. As you can tell, I haven't really explored this map a whole heck of a lot. Honestly, I don't know what half this crap even is. Like, what is this supposed to be, you know? Maybe this will shine some light on it. Character customization? Okay. I already know what this is. This is my bunker. I've pretty much decommissioned it, but it won't let me sell it, so it's just kind of here. I got rid of this and went into make a silo house. Even though, yeah, I got diesel stored in here. That's it. Looks like I gotta fire the worker again. So dumb. Guess that's why I was doing it myself. I just wish the map creator would, put modder that made the map. Wish they'd make it so you can actually get up on top of there and actually look out of the dome. But I guess they just didn't want to put the extra work in to actually make modders. Which I guess I can understand, because I've edited some maps myself before, and it can be a bit of a pain and a grind. A lot of work. In fact, I'm working on Minecraft, building a city. Me and one of my friends. It's obviously on create mode because I'm doing it on the flat map, because it only makes sense for a massive city to be on a flat map. Then I've gotten some mods on there that allow me to make actual roads and stuff as well. Alright, now things are back on the track. Guess I'll be taking over from here. Because the workers in this game are stupid. I do have Farm Sim 25 though, if any of y'all want to watch that. That one just kind of drags everything out too much. And it forces you to do seasons, so I've just kind of been holding off on that until at least a map that I like comes out. I think the mod community is just struggling on that one, with the new mechanics and everything. I imagine it's harder, and they're trying to learn the system still. One map that they just didn't put on there, I would definitely play that one. It would be a Stacolapacho, Goldcrest Valley, maybe, if they're gonna do it, oh, what's it called? No Man's Land, I think it's called, is another good one. Kind of like building our own maps. I like doing those. I know Stacolapacho isn't gonna do their own map, but it's a good map and it's easy to navigate. But right now all they're putting on there is confusing maps. Actually, I don't think they've added any maps now I'm thinking about it. At least the last time I played it, which was a few months ago. All they had was the base game maps. And they're a pain to navigate. Not done with the cultivating here. I'm going to be doing some trekking and checking on all the production lines. Well, might be trucking, depending on if there's anything ready to go. I think right now the main thing I have that is actually on production is diesel fuel, or crude oil. Crude oil and diesel fuel. What I'll do is I'll probably take the Jeep up there and check them out, and then from there, I'll decide whether if it's right, I should truck it or not. And I also want to show you the gems production I was talking about. You can see some of that oil pump right there, up in the distance. We're down to the last couple passes. I just need to make something that can cultivate a lot quicker. It'd be nice to be able to fast farm on this game. You can fast harvest, but you can't fast farm with other tools. And even if I can get it cultivated, it takes like 500 horsepower and it has a speed of cultivating of 20, then I'd go for that. Even if it's like the same size as this. Just an extra 10 miles an hour will definitely speed things along. been going for 46 minutes, and all he has to do is cultivate a few fields. It's such a slow process. Yeah, maybe I'll take a look at the mod hub. And next time I stream, hopefully I'll have a bigger cultivator. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to say hi. And if you have any questions to ask, I'd be happy to answer. Of course, as long as they're not family friendly for YouTube purposes. Gotta figure out how to put the chat on the screen. And I get pop-ups. But sometimes I don't always catch the pop-ups. This will be fun. Not the easiest thing to do, backing a freaking trailer up with a horse to your tractor. But hey, if we got her. Now to get the Jeep and go for a drive. I remember which side I put it on. Right, it's still at the house. gotta build a golf cart over here. Check our productions. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you. Texting and driving, or just gonna do this and doing fine driving and drunken driving. Time before I get bounced off the road and go flying. Now this is what I was talking about earlier, the gems and metals production. I haven't really messed around with it much, but I'm coming down here as an experiment, because if I get further down here, I'll show you. Get further down, you got a stone quarry. That's what I was talking about earlier, but what I was just thinking is like, it was an experiment. I don't know what I want to do. I gotta get enough money to get the equipment, you know, a dump truck and maybe a wheel loader, and enough money to edit the train here to get in and out of here easier than this one little spot. But from what I was looking at on the gems and metals, it looks like it's metal, stone in and gems and metal out. That's something I'm going to look into at a later date. Truck up here. Maybe I won't be going trucking today. But other productions that I took time to put in here. Got the cookies. Interactive cookie business that I'm going to be doing once I get the resources. And this here, I'm going to do at least one field with something that produces straw. Because this one gives you stuff you can produce straw products and sell them. Oh, actually I have flour. I need to move over to the cookie place, actually. And of course, ketchup. So I'll put some greenhouses in. so none of the oil is ready right now. Man, could you imagine how much it would cost for cookies or ketchup from this place? Forget the made in China label. It'd be made on Mars. It'd be like $20 a cookie. $20 a cookie, if not more. How much my bottle of ketchup would cost? Shipping and handling, $1 million. Gotta go check the diesel production here. Probably end up ending it though, since I'm not in the truck. Unless we have enough diesel to sell. Sell and restore for equipment. Liters. Don't like this one. I always thought this production was quicker on other maps. But they're just crazy. Yeah, I think everybody's a little crazy in their own way, though. A tutorial marker. And a stupid autosave. I guess that pretty much wraps it up then. It's a little bit of a shorter stream than I usually do, but I don't usually stream this late either. Here. I have some crops to sell. I guess I am going to be on the trucking load. I didn't realize I had 200,000 liters of straw that was being taken care of. Now the question is, will I be able to get it up the freaking mountain to the straw production? Or will I have to take it in smaller loads? I'll try this one, it's more torquey. But this one can do it, and I know the other truck can. Guess I won't need them. Right now. How much is your straw hat? Oh, $200. Why is it so expensive? It was made on Mars. Just the thought of it was ridiculous. Productions on this map than I thought, apparently. Holy crap. I just want those straw. Feel free to say hi. I don't bite. Maybe at some point I'll do another trucking logistics stream. I know I haven't done that in a long time. The person I used to play with it has pretty much ghosted everybody. He brought a new family member into his family. He's now a dad, so he's kind of, I think he gave up his gaming setup to take care of his child, which I completely respect. Tough as it may be. But hey, children are expensive. I heard from a guy was he sent a picture of an ultrasound of his new baby, and that's the last thing I heard from him. You know, I was talking to some people, and some random who I was playing a game with once, they said I sound like a philosopher, instructor, or a professor or something. What are your thoughts? Philosophy teacher, I guess you could say, something like that. Well, I got straw up here. Looks like now I have to get some water up here. But the sad part is I don't know if there's any water production places here. I thought they'd have to have some kind of water storage on this place. We're gonna take a look while I wait on that to unload. See where I might be. I don't know, that's a good question. Oh, I think I see a water tower over there. That's going to be fun, trying to get a tanker up that hill full of 100,000 liters of water. I think I'm going to probably have to do a half load. That hill is pretty steep. Probably just want to walk half load on that one. Just to be on the safe side. I've seen how much this truck and my other truck struggle to pull that tanker full of crude oil. There's no way I get up that hill. It is completely full. Even at that, I might still have to put it in the manual just to get the extra shifting torque. You wait your turn, buddy. No, you're not gonna wait your turn. Let nothing around you. I knew I shouldn't have tried to approach it like that. That was such a noob mistake. Guess I'll need the bigger door. Hey, I tried. It just didn't work. There we go. Alright, where do I see that water tower? That was much easier to see from up top. Dadgummit. That's the crane. I have no idea where I even see that now. Watch it be all the way around the map. Looks like that might be it right there. Oh, right by the bunker. Well, that would have been nice to know if I went a mile out of the way. Yeah, it is what it is. Well, there's no fueling point on that. Is water? Don't look like water. Nothing. Watch it be a freaking market where you can get your equipment from. Well, I guess we're getting a chance to explore the map anyway. But I'm trying to find water and struggling. There's a lot of stealth things and stuff in there, so maybe there's water in this place. Maybe, man. Sorry. Animals. Wow, there's not a water fill station here. Guess I'll put in my own. Another look around real quick. Actually, I want to find good water from that little silo thing over there. Costs a bit of money. Hey, look at that. I put this in mainly for seed and stuff, but I can't find the other water station, and it looks like this is what I'm going to be using for water. Oh, it's free too. Okay. Could have sworn that would have cost a little bit of money. I must have updated that mod. Yes, I only done half of the tank full. Because of the steep hill over here, I don't even know if it'll make it up at even a half. It's chugging, but it's going. Well, that's exactly why I only filled that halfway. If I filled this completely, there's no way it would have made up either. The struggle is even to move up here on the flat road. It's full. just this semi, it's the other semi as well. I used the other semi just completely full with 100,000 liters. I was lucky to get up to 5. That's how heavy this thing is. That's why I wait on that to unload. I can move these over. I think this is the... Yep, liftable bells. Or liftable pallets, I mean. I'm gonna have to get a pallet of water to put in there. I'm out of here. I'm not sure if that's everything it can hold. Fucking autosave. Okay, so I might go through the pallet, maybe 2 or 3 more in there. I might put all this in there. Yeah, if you're not familiar with this mod, like, here's where you do your bread, here's where you do your cookies, then you guys fuel it with wood, and it'll put like the bread dough and the cookie dough out here, and you have to take the bread dough, put it in here, and the cookie dough, put it in here, and then it'll pop out the finished product out here, if you're not familiar with this mod. Kind of like a medieval or dark ages bakery, like a medieval British. Let's see. Oh, I need more straw. Do I have more straw? Or was that all of that I had? Oh, 200,000 liters. So, just try to take another trip up here with straw. Pull that trailer out again. Oh wow, this may use all the water, I just realized. Huh. Guess I'm gonna turn around. And put in that silo in there. I said, what is pointless to even fill it even half full? Once up 20%. This one want to be still water. Metals and gem refinery. It's not in here. Sorry, I'm trying to find the activation trigger. So I check it. Sorry if I'm making you motion sick. Huh. Aha. Okay, so it's hidden. Yeah, it does take water. Water, diesel, pay dirt. Thought it did. I think you get the pay dirt from stone crusher, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember right. Want to use the small electric waste. I know when the gem stuff do come out, they are heavy. Last time when I did use this, you know, the black sheep modding semi, the box truck attachment, I put the pallet of the gold in it, and it made the thing pop a willy. Yeah, it's heavy. Very heavy. I think when I done that, it was 2 pallets of gold. I made the truck pop a willy. I'm not talking about no pickup truck. I'm talking about the black sheep modding semi. The very one I have in my garage with the box truck attachment. side of the building. Oh, I just smacked my sprayer. Over the camera side of the road. Look at the roof. Got one more load of straw, I think, in my silo, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to invest in a forklift, probably a dump truck, a wheel loader, and obviously a bucket. To actually use the spin quarry, so. Oh no. I seriously only had 1,000 liters? Or 100,000? No, there's 188,000 liters of straw. Now I'm just confused. Oh, it's from wheat. Duh. Had a dungeon out there. See, I got like a load and a half in there still. Welcome to the stream. Funny how I said I was just going to turn it in, but here I am, doing more trucking. I guess things went according to plan anyway. Got this load and one more load to do. Guess my works out again. To say hi, feel free to do so. So now would be a good time to take a look at these and figure out for sure how it works. I don't know what this one is. What is this? I'll enjoy the production. Gold, silver, gems. I think you put stone in here. I know it's not realistic, but I think it will pop out the fader. Just gotta find the trigger. Said and done. How about this one? Trigger. Guess I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Well, I guess I say old-fashioned way, I mean the hard way. Going through literally everything I have to find it. Stonewash plant. Yep, stones and water in. Patered out. That's what I thought. And then metals and gems refinery. Pater, water, and fuel. Wait, what? Okay, so this would be probably what I need for that. Okay, so I'm guessing I can use that stone pit, put the stones from there into here, and then I'll pop out stones with the pay dirt inside. That's what it's looking like to me. Because I hadn't really done much with this mod. I only used it once. This might actually be feasible once I get a wheel loader. Now I know that my thing produces water to recharge, so there's a water source. So basically with that stones system, all my oil wells and everything, I'm going to be using the diesel that I get from that to power the jewelry making setup. You won't see it for the equipment. So they're actually selling their diesel. Some of the, like the ketchup production takes, well, tomatoes, so I'm gonna have to at least put a tomato greenhouse in here. Need to put a couple. How object overlaps my ass. It's only doing that because I had to remodel this earlier. Looking for the tomatoes, watering tomatoes out. To the stream. Unfortunately, you're catching the tail end of it, though. I think I've been streaming for about 2 hours now, so it's like, after this load, I'm probably gonna call it. To the stream, even though you're catching the tail end. I'm doing the last load now. Are you all having issues watching the stream? I'm noticing people's coming and going repeatedly. Is that actually you guys leaving, or is that on my end? This is a technical question I actually can't tell myself. If you also had a hard time watching the stream, let me know. I might have to lower the quality for your internet to be able to run it. Could just be that person's internet though, too, I guess. So if the other 3 of those not having an issue. Just have our flour over here yet. I know once I sleep, I'll fill up quick. Alright, let's check this. See how full I made it, if at all. Dang, I must be able to feel like 500,000 or something on this. My goodness. But I guess that does kind of make sense, because 10 straw to one product, and half a liter of water for each product. So I guess it makes sense for it to have a crap ton of straw. I may end up building a straw field anyways, just to keep that business supplied. Whoa, that wasn't as bad. box on here. If I can buy the wood, I'll just buy the wood, but I'm not 100% certain if that is something that's feasible. Pallets. Oh, hold up. Oh, that's for the ketchup one. So I'm literally going to have to set up a small tree farm, it would seem, just to run the cookie business. Welcome back. Yeah, that individual must be having internet issues. May have to lower the quality of the stream for next time so everybody can watch it, not just people with internet. Unfortunate, but I'm good quality, honestly. Alright, now I got a bunch of doors shut. My truck on, Jeep, golf cart, whichever one I was driving. Alright, well, I guess this is one more bit of not sure I'll have another stream up. Thank you for everyone who has watched. And try to get one up. Hopefully sometime this month. I do work a full-time job that does require me to do 15 to 16-hour shifts. So I don't really have time really to get over all the time stream. If that answers any questions you might have as to why I don't put much up that often. Working a job 16 hours a day pretty much keeps me busy. So with that being said, this is Big John, signing off. Until next time.